Alright, what's up guys, it's your boy Cosme, and in today's video we're going to be doing some art from scratch. I came up with this idea literally just now. So let's put it into work. Let's record the whole process and do a video on it, because why not? So we're going to be doing some sketches. We're going to go import them into Illustrator. We're going to trace them really quick. We're going to import that into Blender, and we're going to be using some materials, some landscape, and it's going to be dope. So just to give you a preview of what we're going to be doing today, here it is. So just a heads up, we're going to be using some paid add-ons. We're going to be using Sanctus material library, which I forgot how much it was. I know I have a video on it. And then we're going to be using Botanic for the landscape. Now for the material, you don't have to buy the Sanctus material add-on. You could just create your own materials, or if you already have a material library add-on, then you could use that one. And for the landscape, I don't know if you have Botanic. If you do, that's perfect. If not, get it. And if not, you can go ahead and create your own grass and flowers or your own landscape. So that being said, let's jump right into the video. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be doing is you're going to need a sketchbook or a piece of paper, pencil with an eraser, and a something circular to do a perfect circle with. I'm going to be using this tape. We're just going to go ahead and draw a circle. It didn't even come out perfectly, but don't worry, I'm not going to put that to waste. I'm going to actually, didn't want to erase that fast, but we have a perfect circle here, quote unquote. And now what I want to do pretty much is, as you saw on the preview, we're going to have this sphere inside, and then outside the sphere I want to have a separate shape with like these nice spikes and nice shapes around it. So here you actually get creative and do your own pattern or your own shapes if you want to create something a bit different. So let's get to that. Alright, so now that we have our shape, again, this was just created pretty quick. It took me about 10 minutes. I don't even think 10 minutes, maybe like 5. So create your own shape, have fun, maybe come up with other ideas, but it has to be, for this video, it has to be circular. It's gonna be like this. So now that we have this, I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of it with my phone. We're gonna go ahead and take a picture. Doesn't matter if it's vertical or horizontal. Take a picture of this, and I'm gonna email it to myself, and then I'll see you guys on the other side. All right, so here on my computer or my email, I downloaded my image. I'm gonna move this tab to my second monitor, and I'm gonna go ahead and open up Illustrator. Now we're gonna go ahead and new file. We're gonna do 18 by 18 inches in Illustrator. And we're gonna go ahead and drag our image in from your email or wherever you downloaded, and drag it into your file in Illustrator. You can size it up, or you could just leave it as it is. We're gonna go ahead and lower the opacity on this really quick, just a little bit, somewhere on there. For layers, we're gonna go ahead and lock this layer so that we can't select it, move it, or do anything with it. And we're gonna add a new layer. So over here you can put logo or whatever you want to call this thing. So with the pen tool, we're gonna go ahead really quick and trace what we got going on here. As of right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start tracing. So click and drag, and you'll be able to trace almost like drawing or tracing something. So you just click and drag, click and drag, click and drag. Over here, we're gonna click and drag. Now, when you come to a point like that it's gonna make you want to do a curve, what you do is you alt click on this point. Now you'll be able to go back to the normal point. So now we're gonna keep clicking and dragging. I'm gonna speed this up so that we can make this video a bit shorter. So I'll see you once I'm done. All right, so now that we traced our shape right here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and fill it up with black. You could just keep it at white. Make sure you don't have an outline on this. And what we're gonna do is now we're gonna go into the rectangular tool, but we're gonna switch to the ellipse tool, and we're gonna shift, click and drag to create a perfect circle like this one. And let's make this circle the same color as the background, which is gray. And we're supposed to be kept with something like this. So now that you have this, what you're gonna do is you make sure you select both shapes, and with the I think the shape builder tool, yep, shape builder tool, I'll click on this inner circle, and now you'll be left with just the shape alone. So now that we have this shape, you want to turn on the layer that we had locked, and you're gonna keep this in the center like so. File, export, and we're gonna export as SVG, and we could call it circle shape tutorial. And we're gonna go ahead and export that wherever you want it, whatever you want to export it. Click OK. And now that that's done, you want to go ahead and jump into Blender. All right, so here in Blender, we're gonna go ahead really quick, get rid of our defaults. We're gonna import that shape really quick. Import SVG. Where is it? Right here. And go ahead and search up wherever you save it. So I think it's called circle shape, right? Yep. Import this really quick, and here we got it. So S8 to scale it up like that. RX 90 for now. And here we got our shape. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna extrude it so it has some depth into it. So to do that, you want to go ahead and make sure you click on it again. Go to the object data properties. Click on this geometry drop down tab, and extrude it a bit. Maybe somewhere around there should work. I don't think we need more than that. And you're gonna go ahead and right click and convert to a mesh. And really quick, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a remesh of this, which the only reason why I'm doing this is so that we could go ahead and do some sculpting with it. So do about 9 and click on this drop down, apply really quick, and right click, set origin to geometry so that it spins on its origin or its center. And yeah, so once you have this, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and go into sculpting mode and just go into the material view so you can see what it is that we got going on. We're gonna go ahead and click on this smooth brush. We're gonna F to scale it up like so, and just click and drag. Hold it. Click and hold, and then just drag it like so over here. Do the same on the side. Do the same over here. Just make sure you click and drag so it's nice and smooth like so. We're gonna go back into layout. We're gonna go over here, right click and shade smooth. And so here we got our shape. It looks pretty cool. Trust me, once we add materials, lighting, and all that stuff, is gonna be fire. So now that you have this, what you wanna do is you wanna shift A and add a UV sphere. And make sure you control 2 to add a subdivision modifier. And we're gonna scale this down. We're gonna go into front view, and we're gonna bring this inside here like so. Now go into side view, make sure it's center, and as you can see right now, it is. We're actually gonna go ahead and RX -90 to make this flat, and yeah, looks pretty sick. Right click on this and shade smooth. So we're gonna go ahead and bring this somewhere down here. Now that we have this, we're not gonna add materials yet. We're gonna shift A and add a plane. We're gonna scale it by 8. We're gonna go into tab, right click, subdivide, and we're gonna subdivide this by, let's do 75. Now that you have this, this is where the add-on comes in. Again, you don't have to use the add-on. Maybe you want to do dirt, or you want to do mountains, rocks, or you just want to have a regular color plane. But for my case, I want to have a nice landscape with flowers, you know, that vibe. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the botanic add-on, sorry, and we're gonna go ahead and go down here to the scatter. We're gonna click on the plus sign. We're gonna go and look for flowers, and want something very colorful. I'm thinking about doing this right here, and click OK to apply. And so here we got, if we go into the render view, make sure we got cycle selected, GPU selected as well. If not, it's gonna die. That took a while. So now I think it's time to actually go ahead and save. So we're gonna go ahead, go to save. We're gonna name this circle shape tutorial. Let's save that there. If anything happens, now we need light. So what we're gonna do for the light is we're gonna go to world property, and we're gonna go to this yellow circle right here, or dot. Go to environment texture, open, and we're gonna go to our downloads, which honestly I don't know if you have one, but we're gonna put in here a HDRI. So if you don't have one, just go ahead and Google one on Google, and there's a lot of websites with free HDRIs that you could just grab it from them. So we're gonna bring this up a bit more, and now that we have this, we're gonna go ahead and add the materials to our shapes really quick. So for this, I was thinking more of a chrome, so we're gonna add new, and so here you could do this on your own. So you can add metallic and add the roughness really quick, and put the roughness down so you have this nice cool glass look. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the Sanctus material. I'm gonna go to metals, and I'm gonna go ahead and look for this silver polished material, which I actually do like a bit more. Very similar, just has a bit of roughness to it, so I like that a lot. I'll do about probably like 4. If you have this, it should be pretty cool for you as well. For the bump, I'm gonna bring the bump up a bit more as well, probably about 6, be fine. And for this one, we're gonna go ahead and X out of it, and you could either do the same material as the shape, the circle. So once you have the materials that you like, I just found what I wanted. That's why it kind of cut, the clip kind of cut, because it took me a while to actually decide what I wanted. I'm gonna go with this, you see, like I keep changing my mind. I think I'm gonna just do pure white silver. I think it looks pretty cool. I like it a lot. So basically, once you decide what material you want to use, what you want to do is we're gonna go into the plane. We're gonna go into edit mode. We're gonna click on this edge, or this vertice back here, and you want to make sure you have your proportional editing on, and GZ to bring it up, and scroll down on your wheel to make a nice little bump like that, and then another bump, but this one we're gonna probably go a bit lower. I like to do this on a lot of my landscape renders. So if you go back into regular object mode, you have something like this and get around with it. So now I think it's time to actually animate this. So to do that, what you want to do, of course, the ball itself, no matter what you do to it, it's gonna look the same, because it has the reflection look into it, and it's just a sphere. So no matter how you rotate it, it's gonna look like that. But this, just like on the preview, I want to make sure that it rotates around the ball. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. To do that, bring out the timeline a bit more. We're gonna go ahead and add a frame to the Z. We're gonna add a frame to the Y and to the X. We're gonna cut this at 150. I don't think we need more than that. We're gonna go to the 150 frame, so go to the last frame. Over here, we're gonna do 360 on the Z. We're gonna do negative 360 on the Y. We're gonna do negative 720 on the X, and we're gonna go ahead and toggle all these frames, and so we should get something like this. So if you hit space bar, you'll just get this cool animation going right now, and I like it. So it'll just keep looping like so. So we're actually gonna move this one frame to 151 so that it actually loops without a problem. As you can see, it's actually gonna be super smooth. All right, and really quick, well, another thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to compositing. Use nodes. This is something I like to do on most of my renders. I like to add this glare. Insert it up here, Shift A, and we're gonna add a viewer node. And what this does is gonna add glow to your scene. Now you can't see it on your regular layout, your viewport. You'll see it on once you render. So of course we also need a camera, so we're gonna add a camera really quick. 0 to go into camera view. We're gonna make sure to hit N to open up this tab over here. Go to view, camera to view, and scroll down on your wheel to zoom out. Make sure we have our object on as the main focal. Of course, this is gonna be for YouTube, but I'm probably gonna do also a Instagram resolution, which would be, instead of 1920 by 1080, it's gonna be 1080 by 1920. So for this video, I'm gonna leave it like this for now. We also gonna go to the, anyways, we're gonna go to the object data properties. So go to this little camera icon over here, click on the depth of field, and make sure you have your object selected. And we're gonna bring this to 1.5, so you get a bit more of realism. So now pretty much you could go ahead and add some other objects if you want. So you can add some rocks, you can add some other cool things. You can add trees. Honestly, I was even thinking about making this object glow. By glow, I mean we're gonna add an emission material. So we're gonna go ahead and make this emission to maybe white. And then over here, we're gonna put like a 5, and it'll glow like so. So you have a glowing material right now, and you could even go ahead and change the color. Another thing, that if you have the botanic add-on, you can make these brown actually animated, so they'll move. Do that, you go back to the botanic add-on tab, and you want to add animation. Click OK, and as you can see, now they actually move, and I think this is pretty cool. I don't like how the shape is animating, so you could go ahead and play around with the inputs that I have in here. I know I did some -720 and all that stuff. I think maybe that's what it is. I don't like this 7. Let me do 360. See what that looks like. Go back, go hit play. Yeah, I think I like this. I don't like how it does that. So honestly, I might even go ahead and put this a regular 360. And see. Let's see if that's the reason why that thing was happening. Okay, yeah. So now it actually spins perfect. I like how this is working now. But yeah, honestly, if you go ahead and go into camera view, and let's add actually some lights on the side, and these are actually gonna make it look better. So I also have this odd on that it's for lighting. You could just set 2 point lights on the side like so. They're actually not point lights. They're plane lights, or not area lights. They're area lights. And then they just turn them into spheres, and you add another area light at the bottom, and you play around with the power, and you should get this look over here. So now what we'll do is, I don't think I want this to be noticeable on the render on the sphere. We're gonna move this aside a bit more, this as well, somewhere around there. So let's go ahead now and render image, and let's see what we got going on. So as you can see, it finished rendering, and we got the glare effect, but I don't like this whole star look. I actually like to go back to compositing, and we're gonna switch from streaks to fog glow, and you'll get this fog glow going on right now. And I think this is super dope. Now another thing you could do, you can keep playing around with the lighting. I'm probably gonna keep playing around with it. This is probably not gonna be the final render, but again, super easy and simple. A simple way to make, you know, unique art. I like this whole landscape look with the chrome objects on top of it. So again, I just thought about it, and it was it's pretty cool. So I just pretty much showed you how to not sketch, but how you could pretty much just draw anything on your sketchbook or a piece of paper, import it into Illustrator, tracing it, import it into Blender as a SVG, how to create a landscape with some add-on, and yeah, I think I also did some animation as well. So all of that in one video, I think it's a good video, good content for you guys. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like down below, comment what you want to see next, and I'm out.